Anambra makes history. Igbo Apprenticeship Bill is now law. Wealth, justice, and the future of nwaboi. Nigeria is watching history unfold in Anambra State. The House of Assembly has just passed a bill that formally recognizes and regulates the world-famous Igbo Apprenticeship system, also called Igba Boi. For many of us from the East, this is personal. My oga used this system to train and establish many nwaboi. Most of my big people in Anambra passed through this tradition. It is a model of wealth creation that has lifted families and built markets. But it has also carried pain, unsettled boys, false accusations, and exploitation. This afternoon, we break it all down. The law, the culture, the abuse, the promise. The Anambra State House of Assembly has passed the Igbo Apprenticeship Bill, Igba Boi, into law, effective September 10, 2025. Sponsored by Sir Ejike Okechukwu, the law recognizes the traditional apprenticeship system, promotes entrepreneurship, creates jobs, and sets minimum training standards. It establishes the Anambra State Igbo Apprenticeship Commission to register apprentices and handle disputes. Under the bill, apprentices must have basic education. The training period cannot exceed 7 years, and rights and responsibility for both mentors and apprentices are legally defined. What is Igbo apprenticeship? Called Igba Boi or Imwahia. This is a centuries-old mentorship and capital model. A young man, the nwaboi, works under a mentor, oga. He learns the trade, builds networks and reputation. At settlement, the mentor traditionally provides startup capital, stock, or tools, so the apprentice can open his own shop. This trust-based, community-regulated system is the engine behind Onisha, Nnewi, and many Eastern business empires. What academia says, Harvard and others, scholars from major universities, including researchers associated with Harvard, have studied the Igbo apprenticeship model because it's a rare example of community-driven wealth creation with remarkable practical results. The consistent findings across academic work are clear. Trust networks and reputation are the core capital. Informal enforcement in brackets, market elders, unions, and social sanctions reduces default without formal collateral. Skills plus on-the-job training produce entrepreneurs faster than classroom-only systems. Apprentices gain technical skill, supplier contacts, and market know-how. Scaling via reputation. Settled apprentices often become mentors themselves, creating multiplier effect across generations. Limits of informality. Studies note problems, lack of legal protections, gender exclusion, long unpaid service, and disputes at settlement, which constrain access to formal finance and broader scaling. Policy suggestions from academics typically include formal recognition, basic contracts, grievance mechanisms, linkages to microfinance, and protections for apprentices. Exactly the kind of reforms the Anambra law aims to introduce. Again, I can cite the exact Harvard paper later if you want the specific study. For now, this is the academic consensus. Why this built wealth? Put simply, the system turns social capital into financial capital. Apprentices get experience and networks. Mentors provide risk capital at settlement. Market enforce honesty. No banks, no formal collateral. Yet, massive private wealth has arisen from this structure. The dark side. You know the stories, and I have heard them from my own family. Masters who refuse settlement with last-minute accusations. You stole, add more years, or worse. Apprentices who hide money or abandon royalty. Buying cars, building houses, taking girlfriends, while the oga is left holding the bills. No written contracts, no social insurance, and no easy way to escalate disputes beyond market gossip. These failures have broken lives. They are Why legal protection is urgently needed. What the new law does. Under the new status, the minimum education requirement for apprenticeship entry, minimum training period not exceeding 7 years, defined rights and responsibilities for mentors and apprentices. Anambra State Igbo Apprenticeship Commission to register apprentices, maintain a public registry and arbitrate disputes. These elements, if enforced, convert cultural trust into enforceable rights without killing the spirit of mentorship. What a serious bill should include. These are the enforceable pillars that match academic recommendations and practical needs. A strong system requires written apprenticeship contracts filed with unions or the commission, escrow or settlement fund mechanisms, staged contributions so settlements cannot be withheld, market arbitration panels with fast-track dispute resolution and real penalties, protections for minors, gender exclusion, workplace safety and minimum welfare provisions, integration with microfinance and credit so settled apprentices can scale without predatory loans. If Anambra's commission implements this, the law will transform culture and durable economic policy. Who wins and who loses? Winners, young entrepreneurs, families, markets, and the state economy that gains former SMEs and tax base. Losers, if not properly enforced, exploitative mentors, unscrupulous middlemen, and the greedy who thrive on formality. But with transparency, many of those winners of the old days will be forced to build a fairer businesses, which is better for reputation and long-term trade. Will it work? Law is as good as enforcement. The commission must be independent, funded and backed by unions, traders and community elders. If it is merely symbolic, the old abuses will persist. If it works, Anambra's law could become a national model, a way to blend culture with modern governance and kickstart enterprise across Nigeria. Anambra has done something bold. It has turned culture into policy. This law recognizes the genius of Igbo entrepreneurship as confirmed by scholars around the world. While promising protections where culture failed, now the hard work begins. Enforcers, markets, elders, and youth must make this law live. Tell us, what clause must the commission never forget? How do we protect both the Oga and the nwaboi? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Chinick TV will follow the story every step of the way.